A shalom akim shalom. First off, I'm going to give the glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and teachers of Great Millstone, of Rule Well and Teach Well. It's Brother Howard Shai Zion just coming through real quick in the spirit to do this message, man. So you see on the screen here, once again, fulfillment of Matthew, the 24th chapter. Ongoing saga. The saga continues, man, with, the news clippings. So what you got here is Russians fear, it says the title, Russians fear a wider call-up after Putin orders reservists to mobilize. All right, so it says thousands of men have been called up across Russia as Kremlin kicks off its mobilization drive for Ukraine war. So it's basically saying, look, they're calling on everybody to go to war with Ukraine or whatever, because this is what the will of the president is. And it just is what it is, man. Just like I believe it was Lyndon Johnson in the time of Vietnam, whatever you want to call it. So, this is just basically all tying into a fear of them all being drafted too. Like people, like they're basically, the regular Russians are thinking, man, if they calling in the reserves, that means they're not doing so good. You know what I mean? Like for sure, they got the reserves. Like, look, you ain't in the reserves for nothing. You're trained, man. Get your ass out there. Let's go. It's wartime for real. So it's really kicking off, man. This is serious business, and this is not no bullshit. You know what I mean? So it says outside military office in Moscow on Thursday, after Russian President Vladimir Putin called up reservists the day before. So that's what it is. Those people are now going over there. So it says Russians begin reporting to military collection points in the thousands, while others tried to flee the country as it emerged that the call up for troops to fight in President Vladimir Putin's war in Ukraine could be wider than initially thought. Right, so it's going to be a full scale. He's basically, it was kind of like that movie Alexander. I don't know if you brothers ever seen that, but he was calling, when Alexander was fighting Darius, Darius was sending waves of the military. It was like one wave and then two wave and then, three and then, everything he got. Like the last of the Mohicans, so to speak. I'm saying the last of the people that he got. And Putin's basically almost to that level where he's just, it's wave two, wave one and then wave two basically. And, we'll see what happens next. So, the reason why this is scaling like this is because America is getting involved, man. I'm saying? The West has gotten involved. And this UN country or former, I don't know if he's former yet, but this leader of Russia or whatever is going to war and breaking the treaty of NATO, man. He don't give a shit. He's basically saying, well, even before that NATO treaty bullshit, I'm saying Ukraine, which is not a NATO country, was part of the Soviet Union, the SSR, man. I'm saying? The USSR, man. I'm saying? The United Soviet something Republic or whatever. I forgot what it stands for. Somebody could put it on the comment board. But nonetheless, man, so it says here, okay. It says videos posted by local media outlets showed men bidding farewell to their families across Russia's far-flung regions, although described by the Kremlin as a partial mobilization to prevent what Mr. Putin called a decades-long Western plot to break up Russia. It says the ambiguities, in the call-up order spread fears that the broader draft of military-aged men beckons as Moscow continues. Right, so it's kind of like ambiguous. It's kind of like undetectable what the true motives are of this man. We don't know what he's kind of doing. So he's kind of like, all right, look, call in the National Guard, and we might come in with everything. You see, now, of course, there's scriptures to get with this. In regards to that, man, the third woe is coming. Soon This is all going to stem into a full-scale war where they're going to, absolutely gather all nations into the Valley of Jehoshaphat, pursuant to, Joel, the third chapter. And that's going to go down, So this is one conflict that leads to another that will lead to ultimately the whole UN tackling and fighting against Russia and Persia and Turkey. So they're all going to basically have a coalition together, which they already were seen holding hands or whatever together, just all in cohorts, you know what I'm saying? Because, like they say, the enemies of my enemies are my friends. And that's basically what it is. So America, the great whore, a.k.a. Babylon the Great in the scriptures, they basically are used up, man. And ultimately, you jakes out there that don't give a shit about this information, you are the reason why. You're part of the reason why that this is going to take place, because ultimately the judgment is going to fall upon all of you goddamn devils out there, man. All you adversaries, all right? Because devil just means adversary, okay, or deceiver. Your enemy, Shaitan, man. So you are Shaitan, man, out there, or you devils out there. And the Lord Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, is going to destroy your ass, man. All right? So finishing up the article, it says, senior officials has said 300,000 reservists and veterans below the age of 36 would be activated. You know what I'm saying? I'm 37, so you know what I'm saying? I'm over the hill, man. If I was over there. You know what I mean? I can still throw down, but still, it's just funny as hell. They wouldn't take me, man. So, it's too old. It's good to go. You know what I'm saying? I paid my dues in life. Anyways, it says would be activated, but Mr. Putin's decree posted on the Kremlin's website didn't specify how many people or who would be subject to mobilization, only that it was partial, and that Russia's Defense Department would later say how many recruits it needs. Yeah, so that's where it's going to go. It's going to go to, sad to pain. So it says this is not a bluff. Putin threatens nuclear response in Ukraine war. He's not playing around, man. Does that guy look like he's playing around, man? He's not kidding around, man. He doesn't give a shit, man. Even though he could be killed and assassinated, but you know what I'm saying? If he knows the scriptures, or if he's been tipped off to the scriptures, he's just doing what he's told to do. Maybe, who knows? It says summons notices started arriving for people of all ages and categories through Wednesday and overnight, Thursday, including some who aren't reservists, according to rights activists tracking the cases. So even some other people were called up, even regular people who weren't even reserves, man. So it says Ukraine, at least 3,000 people were summoned in the 24 hours after Mr. Putin announcement, according to the free. So both of them is basically summoning people. They're like, look, he's getting more troops. We need more troops now, too, quick. This is getting hot, brothers. So this is not partial mobilization, said Alexandra something, Apova, the group's founder, saying that some people had received notices even though they had no military experience and were older than 36. Oh, shit. They're just taking whoever. Any men, get your ass out here, grab your things and let's go. She said she received reports of authorities handing out summonses at people's workplaces and that her phone was buzzing throughout the night with messages from locals asking how they could get to neighboring Mongolia. Yeah, so they're trying to get the hell up out of there. They're like, look, I'm just leaving the country. Like, I don't want nothing to do with their country no more. That's crazy. And it'd be like that, man. That's the reason why a lot of people say, look, I don't even want to live in this country no more, man. The rules over here is just bugged out, man, and just fuck this shit, man. I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Which is always a possibility. But look, ultimately, if the judgment is supposed to find you and destroy you, you will be destroyed. So you're not going to run from the Lord. Might be able to get away from this government, but it is what it is. Finishing up, Salakia. Videos published by a local media outlet showed a long line of cars at a border checkpoint, while a Telegram chat group called Evacuation of Buryatia had grown to more than 1,000 users with nearly 2,000 messages after its creation late Wednesday night. Yeah, so people are really talking together on this secured thing called Telegram. I believe it is secured. It says on Thursday, the Kremlin directed any questions about mobilization procedures to the Russian Defense Ministry. The Defense Ministry said that in the first 24 hours since the mobilization order was made, about 10,000 people came to recruitment offices voluntarily before receiving notices. So that's crazy. So they do have a lot of people who are on board, but I don't know what's going on, but I guess Ukraine's got such big ass weapons, man, that from the US it's becoming a massive problem. So yeah, it's major stuff, man. So it's going down, man. I could keep going with this. You could read this, but we'll go to the scriptures, man. It's getting real out here, man. So, the Lord is getting ready to smash all these people, man. Absolutely. Of course, to that scripture here, I wanted to just go straight to this. And there's another earthquake too, brothers, coming to Mexico. So it hit Puerto Rico. Now it's going to Mexico after the earthquake and the tsunami. Bear in mind, this is Yahushua speaking, okay? Matthew 24:4 says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, okay? It says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. And that's happened. The wars, the rumors of wars, okay? And the earthquakes, all right? And we're soon to come into more famines. It's going to be crazy when, I'm telling you, man, all this money that this devil is putting up here in America, Biden, in response to Putin or whatever, and giving all that money to Ukraine and all that money, this place is growing broke, man. Why do you think inflation is rising and all the prices are rising? That's how they're paying Ukraine, man. With your goddamn money, man. They're paying them with your taxes, man. They're going, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, just raising the gas prices, raising the income tax, on properties, man, but behind people's backs. All the rents are going up, which means that people pay more taxes from the rental incomes and all of that shit, man. So it's going down, man. The interest rates are going up on cars, car loans, all kinds of shit, man. It's not safe out here no more. And you women, let me tell you something, man. You women that thought that this shit was a game out here, I don't need no man. How the hell would you know? Because the shit ain't even hit the fan yet in the scriptures. It hasn't even hit the fan like that, man. How the hell would you know that you don't need a man? The shit ain't even over yet. What do you think this is? This is only like stage 3 or 4 of this thing, man. When this shit really kick off hard body, there's going to be like the scriptures say, madmen sparing none. These people are not going to have no mercy on you, man. These Gurkha troops and shit, man, when they come out here and all kinds of shit happens and NATO's out here, man, listen, you're not going to be moving like you think you can move, man. You're not going to be out there with summer nights in Miami and shit, man. Not going to be no pool parties and shit, man. Twerking on a goddamn lake or on a freaking pool or something, man. Twerking your ass dressed in nothing naked in front of all these men, tempting them to lust after you, committing whoredoms and atrocities and smoking and weed and doing witchcraft and sorcery, man. The Lord gonna get all y'all people, man. I'm telling you, He's gonna get all y'all asses, man. He gonna put all your asses in check, man. Revelation 22 and verse 1. It says, excuse me, Salakia, man. I'm at 18, my bad. Let me go to that. This is Revelation 18 and verse 1. It says, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice coming from heaven, saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Yeah, and those plagues are reaching all through the four corners of the earth, man. Okay? Seriously, man. And it's all the wickedness and the devils, all these demonic structures, man. You know, the Lord is going to destroy all the poison of America, man. But mainly here, in this place, is going to get punished, man. And all the people from here and who live here, you know, who are not of the elect. Verse 6, it says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. Okay? That's right. So you're going to get everything that you deserve, man. All right? Don't think it's over. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I'm just go girl. Let's go girls' night out. Now, the Lord ain't dealing with that girls' night out shit, man. You only doing it just as a you know, a testimony to you getting destroyed, man. So that you cannot be without blame. He's going to be like, nope, you violated right here because I wanted you to. I wanted you to because I wanted to get you right here. I wanted you to. You know what I'm saying? The wicked were made for the day of destruction. So verse 7 says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her mind, which is her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. That's these women, man. And all these fake ass people in the woman's state of mind. You know what I'm saying? The 2/3 of the nation of Israel, women ass people, feminine ass spirits. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you know, feminine and effeminate, you know, non-believers basically. You know what I'm saying? Because the woman was deprived of wisdom, so she don't really believe what's going on. She hearing that shit, man, but she's saying kind of shit, man, out there, you know, some of them, but they don't even really believe, man. They go, oh, Shalom King and shit, but they don't really freaking believe, man. Some of them do because they, you know, they prove it with their actions, man. You know, giving alms or whatever, or praying and fasting or whatever in secret. You know, the Lord knows who they are, man. But some of them just be Khan, Shalom, and Shalom elder. I ain't an elder, man. I've been in the truth for 7 years, man. I'm not an elder, man. You know what I mean? I've known about this since 2011, but I'm not no elder. I've been speaking for that long, man. All right? So anyways, man, let's just keep it going, man. It says, therefore, verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day. Death. Yeah, you didn't think that was a plague? You're going to get that too. Okay? Therefore her plagues, that's plural, shall come in one day. Death and mourning and famine. She shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her, man. Okay? So the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Oshai is going to judge these people, man. And put their ass smooth to death. All right? And with that, man, hey, you know, Lord willing, this was edifying. Because I'm telling you right now, man, the Lord ain't going to tolerate these wicked ass devils, you know, talking that shit all the time. And have us out here, man, just, you know, struggling, and other people in other nations or whatever are rejoicing over us, man. You know, telling us to, come on, cracking the whip and shit at the jobs. Come on, we need more production from you. Man, kiss my ass, man. I already did triple what everybody else did. Well, I need more. Get your ass out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, we we on to bigger and better things soon, brothers, you know. Like the brother Jeremiah posted a video, GMS Chicago joint, teach what was taught. It's the thing. He said, we gonna get paid, man. You gonna get paid, man. Right when me and the brother was talking about like actual money, at the jobs or whatever. It's like, yo, it's crazy. So we gonna get paid. There's gonna be a spiritual payoff and a physical one, man, eventually in the kingdom. So that's why you gotta stay focused on the kingdom, man. And really cheer on Putin, man. Let's go, Putin, man. Let's go, champ. Take it to him, man. Take it to Ukraine, because each step closer, each mobilization order is an age in a day closer to the end of this thing, man. And then ultimately, the implementation of the RFID microchip, which is going to happen at some point, okay? Which is in Revelation, the 13th chapter, okay? And, it is what it is, man. That's when the end of this thing is, man. All right, with that, I'm going to say shalom.